Veterans re-entering civilian life face many challenges, including finding a job. Hi, I'm MONTEL, and welcome to this edition of Military Makeover Operation Career. Today, we have 4 inspirational stories of former servicemen and women who reinvented themselves and are thriving at companies who value their unique skills. The United States military is full of individuals from all different walks of life that face challenges together through thick and thin. The same can be said of WEL Companies, Inc., a family-owned and operated company with strong core values.
So WEL Companies is a family-owned trucking business in De Pere, Wisconsin, right outside the Green Bay area. We're a mid-sized carrier of refrigerated goods. Approximately 472 trucks are in our fleet. We employ both owner-operators and company drivers. We've been in business for 45 years. In fact, this is our 45th anniversary. So our motto is drive for greater things. What that means to us really is driving for your personal needs, driving for the needs of the community, and driving for the needs of the country. We bring refrigerated goods to the supermarkets, to the distribution centers, and to the customers across the country. We need people like military veterans that have that integrity and that have that drive and have the ability to keep this country going.
My name is Lawrence Daniels. I am a trainer for student drivers.
My name is SYLVA JUDSON.
My name is DWAYNE Edward Allen, and I'm a truck driver here for WEL Companies.
What got me into the military was family. They needed to be taken care of, and that was an option I had that I could get into right away.
I went in the Navy thinking that I was going to be a lifer, but after I met my husband and we started having kids, I decided I would rather be a mom than a sailor.
My grandfather was an ex-military man, United States Army. He raised me, him and my grandmothers, and my stepfather was also in the Navy, so the military was kind of like in my background as far as a kid growing up, the structure and discipline and so forth. Got a phone call from the Red Cross. My grandmother had stage 4 cancer and got reassigned back at Fort Lee, Virginia, until a year later when she tragically passed. And then my life from there was turned upside down. My grandfather died 4 months later. I got out of the military and just had to try to find my way. And it was really, really hard. WEL Companies gave me the opportunity to come work for that company. And I was ecstatic, I'm elated about it. This was the place for me to be. And I'm here now, I'm here to stay.
I had really no idea what I wanted to do. I spent probably about 4 years going to college trying to figure it out until I kind of stumbled upon trucking.
I started with a training company, and from there I went through about 5 or 6 companies before I found WEL Company. And everything about WEL Company I liked, so I purchased a truck, and I'm still here after 5 years.
It wasn't until I got to WEL that I felt like I was somewhere I belonged.
WEL Companies is owned by Bruce Thielens and his family. You have the ability to have daily interaction with the owners. A lot of drivers prefer being able to feel like they're part of a family versus a company, and you truly get that working for WEL Companies.
I've talked to Bruce, the owner, many times. You see him out talking to the drivers all the time, and his son Chris talks to everybody too.
He's just like me and you. He'll sit down, talk to you just like a driver. You'll never know who he is unless he tells you.
So if you are a veteran transitioning out of the military currently and looking for that second career, I would encourage you to consider WEL Companies, and we'll do everything we can to help your transfer into the civilian world be as comfortable as possible. We'll also provide the training you need to get it done correctly.
If you're a military veteran, I highly recommend WEL Company. It's a very good company to work for.
I'll come out of the military right now. This would be an excellent job for you to come into and still travel the world, see the country, and make good money.
You have your leadership, your decision-making skills. We're used to travel. A lot of us actually enjoy travel. As far as a second career, this would be a great stop.
It's home, like being at home, away from home, and I love it.
Welcome back. While much of what Invictus International Consulting does is highly classified, providing cybersecurity services to both the government and private businesses, it's completely transparent when it comes to supporting our nation's servicemen and women. With a workforce of nearly 70% former veterans, the fabric of this company is literally and figuratively based upon mutual respect and a commitment to serve.
Small but mighty, Invictus, founded in 2014, is a full-spectrum cyber and national security firm that protects the nation's global defense and critical infrastructure. Working with governmental agencies, U.S. Army, FAA, DoD, and commercial clients, they have teams in 13 states and 3 countries.
We're very mission-focused here at Invictus. Defender of the gates is what we always say, and we're supporting every component, every branch of service. It was the first time I'd really found an organization that truly embraced the ethos, the honor, and the courage and the commitment to fulfill the mission and to support the warfighters abroad. This is like nothing I've experienced since I had left the Marine Corps.
That ethos starts at the top with CEO Jim Kelly, who named the company after the poem Invictus by William Ernest Henley.
If you read it, is overwhelmingly powerful. And when people are going through things and they see that and they want to buy into it, it's like a prayer.
It was a favorite of Jim's dad, former Marine Staff Sergeant James Kelly, a World War II veteran.
He was a very strong, honorable, ethical human being, which, I always wanted to honor both my parents when it came to this particular company.
It can be found on walls at their corporate headquarters. As a tribute to the legacy on which the company was founded, Sarah Wade, Nathaniel's wife, and herself, a former Marine, created this one-of-a-kind quilt.
Every piece of the quilt represents part of the story of Invictus.
And it's a story of everyone that works within the company and service to our nation, service to this country. So it definitely was a labor of love, and I think it turned out beautifully.
Invictus, meaning unconquered in Latin, is one of the fastest growing veteran-owned businesses in the U.S. And Kelly, a U.S. Navy veteran, recruits top-tier personnel from every branch.
Extraordinary people breed extraordinary people. No more noble cause than to serve your country, and the best working force for that is the military. They've been through the exposure, the structure, they come to work, they honor their work.
We're looking for somebody that's passionate about what they do. Jim always says, give your gift on a daily basis, and the gift is yourself.
Rick Humphries, a Marine Corps veteran and MMA fighter, is the company's human resource director.
I joined the Marine Corps, honestly, to wrestle, and somehow I became this scientific type of guy. Gave me the foundation for what I need to be successful in life. Our name is our ethos. Our mission is commitment and serve. We are unconquered because the mission requires nothing less.
Former limited duty officer, U.S. Navy Chris Harper, is a 20-year-plus veteran who continues to effect change within the Invictus defenses.
This company is a people company. That's what we do best here, is we do people. And they invest in your life. Being part of the Unconquered family isn't something that you just say. It's something that you live.
Former Chief Warrant Officer, U.S. Coast Guard, Michael Parker went from guarding the coast for 25 years to defending the gates.
I got to meet Jim Kelly and hear about his story. And that's when I was like, okay, this sounds like a place that I want to be. I found an abandoned flag in the office that we decided to rent. During the open house, I want to do this flag retirement ceremony. And he was 100% for it. That's when I knew, okay, I'm with the right people.
Every generation of former Petty Officer Second Class's U.S. Navy Elizabeth Stern's family has served our country since the Civil War.
Joining Invictus was life-changing for my family, for myself, for my career. I've never had to put work first. I didn't have to do anything other than just be a part of the family. And it's so empowering as a woman to have the support from the top down.
Most agree it's an honor and a privilege to work there, and they continue to add to their ranks.
Invictus is a great place to work for anyone, whether they're a prior service veteran or not. Invictus supports the warfighter, the person that's at the tip of the spear, that's doing the things that keep us safe.
I just look for the talent and give those people the opportunity to do what they can do, be all you can be. And to me, everybody is trying to weave their tapestry for their legacy.
Jacobs has transformed their business from an engineering construction company to a global technology-forward solutions company, working in more than 40 countries. At Jacobs, people are the heart of their business.
Retired Major General Tim Byers came to Jacobs after serving in the Air Force for over 30 years. Jacobs was a perfect fit for his expertise and values.
I was looking for a company that kind of shared the values that I had. Things about people first, things about taking care of people, things about integrity and ethics, those things that I learned from the Air Force. They took some really significant efforts and focus to change the business to make sure that all the employees are represented in the company. We all come from different places, different cultures, different parts of the world, so we think differently. And I think that really makes a big difference when we are a solution provider and where we're trying to solve their clients' toughest problems. Having that diversity of thought, the diversity of thinking differently, really takes us to the next level.
Jacobs is a very flexible company and supportive. They want to retain the talent. That's very important for them, so they invest in you. I'm a woman, engineer, Hispanic, and a military spouse. So you cannot get more diverse than that. My husband is an active duty military. He's been for 23 years now. And we got married. 4 months later, it was our first move actually to the States. And after that, we've had 8 additional moves within 5 different states and all within Jacobs. They have supported me all throughout, from my husband's deployments to my kids, my pregnancies, moving around.
Matt Martin retired from the Army after 25 years, 7 deployments and 3 Bronze Stars. He found his continued passion for service at Jacobs.
I like solving problems. I've always had a belief that there is no problem too complex that cannot be solved. Every day out here, you engage with your employees, you engage with your customer, and you seek to solve complex problems. There's opportunities to leverage that skill set that you used and made you so successful in the military.
When I first started looking at companies, I really did feel that was something that broke Jacobs out from other companies, is their culture of care. They care about the people. They're not hiring widgets. They're not trying to build, a box. They are hiring people because people is what make Jacobs Jacobs. And that culture of care, what Jacobs really does, it's from mental health, it's from physical health, it's all across the board. If our people are not happy and healthy, then as a company, we're not happy and healthy. And that's a very strong position for Jacobs, and they really do instill that in an everyday life within our company. Not just giving somebody more money, it's giving them a place where they have value, they feel they're making a difference, and that they feel that they can be open in what they do and grow in their position. And that's one thing that Jacobs has figured out. People are happier when you give them opportunities and give them, a reason to be there.
Jacobs is challenging today to reinvent tomorrow by solving the world's most critical problems, turning abstract ideas into realities that transform the world.
It's pretty exciting that you set the vision in place, you started working on it for a while, and now it's all done. You say, hey, I had a part of that, and I had a piece of that future and what it looks like today.
When you work so well with your teams, it's worth coming into work every single day because you love what you're doing.
Once you're a part of the team, you'll see those opportunities pop up that perhaps you can leverage your skill set in a geographical location that satisfies your needs or gets you closer to family. Everybody's offered an educational opportunity to pursue that lifelong learning. This is the beautiful thing about Jacobs. Offers you an opportunity to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Jacobs has several employee networks, and one of them is VetNet, so our Veterans Network. And what we do is we really kind of come together and celebrate us as veterans. It's really about bringing the community together to be able to share ideas and thoughts. I would tell a veteran that wants to come to Jacobs that we're one Jacobs. And as we become one Jacobs, there are more opportunities that open up every day within the company, and everybody sees value, and people say, wow, this person would do a great job in this particular part of the organization. Never worked there before, because they have the right leadership, the right skill sets, and those opportunities are available in Jacobs.
For information on job opportunities, go to jacobs.com/MMOC.
A leader in replacement window and exterior remodeling, Window World is committed to helping vets achieve both career as well as financial security.
Like every soldier, every veteran, we never give up, and we want to thank Window World for everything they're doing for our veterans.
So why is this high-flying top exec of America's largest home remodeling company jumping out of an aircraft at 14,000 feet?
The all-veteran group, led by ex-Golden Knight Mike Elliott, are assisting us with our platform to hire veterans. We flew in today on our corporate jet. We call it Window World Air. When we're not flying around to our stores, we use the jet to carry our wounded warriors around. Today we're in Akron, Ohio to visit our Akron store. Our Akron store is owned by 3 generations of Morans, Fred, son Pat, and his 2 children, Patrick and Amanda.
The mini blinds are in between the glass. It's all custom made.
Tammy was here yesterday, jumped out of the airplane. I thought that was great.
Let's do this.
We volunteer with an organization called Veterans Airlift Command, or VAC, and it is an organization of a network of volunteer aircraft owners and pilots who transport wounded warriors, veterans, their families for medical and other compassionate needs. We have transported a lot of individuals with that bad things have happened. It's such an honor.
Their VAC program is second to none. They do it out of the love of a vet.
Our company has such a big heart. Yes, we sell windows, but so much of what we do is also giving back. It's a family atmosphere.
Our work on Tammy's been great. And it's really a family when it comes to Window World. I went in the U.S. Army in '91 right out of high school. Spent 3.5 years, was in the 82nd Airborne Division, served as a paratrooper. When you get out of the military, everything's based on the standard operating procedure. But the transition from the military to civilian life, it was a little tougher.
Bobby is the younger guy, but has found his home also at Window World.
One of my good friends that I worked with one day, they just kind of disappeared, and I called to check on them. He went to work for this window company. He talked me into coming on board with them.
When I went in, I volunteered for the draft as a reservist. That's how I got in.
And vets like Fred have plenty of company at Window World.
We have a lot of veterans working for us now.
But with Window World's rapid growth, CEO Whitworth faces additional challenges.
Our latest initiative is called Careers for Heroes, to match them up with jobs in our franchise stores.
The Career for Heroes is the beginning of our initiative to seek out vets. This is the start of our program to invite vets to come to us to seek employment. And we're going after vets in a big way.
I think a lot of the attraction for veterans to Window World is there's no limit to the possibilities and the financial possibilities that you can do with them.
When we are trying to recruit vets, we want them to know this is not a job. This is their second career, and it's a home for good.
Great to see that after sacrificing so much to our military service, today's veterans are able to shine at these outstanding companies. I'm MONTEL Williams. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Military Makeover Operation Career. I'll see you next time.